Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Spill the Beans right now. This is going to be part two of what after PharmD studying MSc Medical Affairs at King's. I did the same course at King's, and after I posted this video about me talking about this course, many of you asked me if I am pursuing my career in medical affairs. I am not, but I know a friend who did. So I invited him to this channel and we sat down for a nice conversation where he described about his experiences of studying MSc Medical Affairs and how he was able to land in his first job after the course and also move very quickly to his dream job of medical affairs. So this video is out on my channel. If you guys have not watched this video already, please do watch it. I'm going to share the link somewhere here on the screen. So I also feel that I needed a part two for this video because it was such a beautiful conversation that we had, and the best conversations happen when you are casually chit chatting with your friend. So I felt like the experiences that we had, which was during the same year, studying the same course while we were in the same country, was so different. And you have this realization that you need to bring it out to more people so that more people will be able to relate to it. So here it is, where we are casually chit chatting about how we were able to find a accommodation, finding part time, and also various other opportunities which are offered at King's while you're pursuing the medical affairs. So that is a great thing that I wanted to bring forward to you. So also we share about the good and the negatives that we experienced while we were international student in the UK. So here it is out for you. Please do watch it and let me know what you think. How hard or how easy it is to find accommodation as an international student, as also after completing your master's.
So luckily, in terms of accommodation, and all, then I had my family here, and so they were helping me in getting the accommodation and everything. So that part was okay. But for a student that is coming alone, who has yet to make friends over here, I would say if your agents do help you, consider taking the help, because coming here, then staying somewhere for a time being and getting an accommodation at this point of time is next to impossible.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get some properties that are there for cheap and all, but you would be sharing your property with a lot number of people. For me, I don't know if you would be, when you're taking a challenging course like this, I don't know if you would be able to give your best, if you would be able to study and do everything along with a lot of people who have their different timings, who have the different careers and all of that. Maybe if you can organize all of that, good. Or I would say like student accommodations are also really good thing because all of them are students. You get a strong community with them. You have like you will definitely find somebody that is there doing your degree. So definitely you can study together, work together, go out together, or get your groceries together. You get sort of togetherness when you're there in the student community. Um, Now, for others who are not, who are like myself as well, I was looking for a property that is not too expensive. So initially, I stayed in a place called Hounslow, and then I sort of shifted to a place called Windsor. I'm still at Windsor,
Yeah.
and yeah, I like when the place Windsor. I mean, even though the castle is there, it is not too expensive, and uh, I would definitely say students to try out Windsor. But the only issue is you need to travel for an hour. For coming
Coming to
into for yeah to coming to London is a bit difficult. But I like the calm, serene atmosphere that it gives. It's a more culturally diverse, but I would say it's a balance of all of it. Like you have Indian cuisines, you have Chinese cuisines, you have people from UK as well. But I would say this place is a good place to
yeah.
come and have. Raki would know because Raki has come here.
I
She's
fell
come
I
here.
fell in love with the place that I
Yeah.
visited. So I've been called to come to Windsor for so many times, and then when I visited, I fell in love. And if I have a chance to move from this place, I would definitely go to Windsor, even if it is going to take a lot of time to travel. But I don't care about it. It's so beautiful. Definitely, honestly,
Windsor
guys,
is
you should
actually,
try it. Yeah.
I wouldn't say there's a lot of part-time jobs and all. There are, there are pubs over here. There are cafes here. All my friends over there, they don't know. None of them are sitting jobless though, like because all of them have part-time jobs here in this Windsor area. So all of them have jobs.
Yeah.
So that part is also all right. So that is about accommodation.
Yeah, I think that that's
Yeah.
a very clear understanding about like what the situation is. Like never ever try to take the flight and then just come here to find the accommodations. Always have your accommodation sorted before taking that flight. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, like, what are your positive aspects that you found about coming to UK, and also not so positives? I don't want to say bad things, not so positives. Like if you can quickly share it with us.
Positive things, definitely. Kings is an experience that I would never what you take it out of me. It'll always stay with us. The education,
Yeah.
the studies, the libraries, the Morgan Library, having when I sit in classes, I'd be thinking, oh, okay, this is where the so and so professor was a legend in this field, or Florence Nightingale was over here. Oh, she walked through this path, and she was. I was a bit dramatic at the beginning. I was like, oh wow, okay,
It's
I'm also
beautiful.
here. It's beautiful. It's actually really good. Yeah. So basically, that was there. So definitely, Kings is one. This thing. Second would be uh, different cultures. Like you get to meet a lot of people from different cultures, their thought process and all that. And it's a very humbling process. Like you are in India where you have all of those people who are with you, and you know what their thought process are. You can keep on talking. But coming over here, you don't have anything to talk about. Like, what is your middle ground? So it like, did you feel that as well, Raki, like when you came in here?
Yeah, initially, yeah, it was. And then once you start experiencing, once you start living in this country, you have so many common things to talk about. But initially, like you said, very, very, very hard to, open up, to talk to people, to find an acquaintance, very hard. So that situation, that few months is very lonely, very dramatic, and very depressing. But eventually, once you start, that's the whole reason why, right? You had a very comfortable life back in India. You left all that, you come here, you are trying to build a new life for yourself, to empower yourself. So it is all part of it. So I started to like enjoy the process, and then eventually I feel like, yeah, I have overcome my fear of like expressing to new people. Yeah.
Yeah, so initially what I did is I tried to push myself outside and try to make friends who are outside and try to, have fun, go out with them, try to understand what the cultures are, try to understand what they like. And through that way, you sort of learn, okay, there is this thing that people are talking about. Maybe it might be really interesting. Maybe I should learn about it. So that just makes you a better person as well in terms of,
Yes.
and I would say the politeness over here, I mean, in terms of people respecting each other, especially in educated platforms, and nobody talks in a belittling manner to you. Everybody's very, very polite in terms of talking to you. So personal development really did happen a lot after coming to UK.
Yeah.
In terms of you become really you can get that sort of humility a lot, 10 times more when you come into UK, because you see people who are there in the industry for 25 years. They're just coming in like the guest lecturers. They have zero amount of ego or anything when they come and answer your questions and all of that. So something like that just blows your mind.
Yeah.
And they're very, very ground to earth. Now, another positive thing is the community that we build. So Raki knows, like we had our Onam program, what do you say, the last month, I think. Yeah, last month. So we've
Beautiful.
got, yeah, it's like, so we are from the South Indian part, and then getting a community that is, you need to have a balance of everything, but you need to have a balance of people who understand your culture as well, where you feel sense of belonging, and then celebrate things that you did in your childhood as well. So we
Yeah.
have a small community, and so things like that does make you happy, does make you feel at home. So that is also required to be at balance. Negative thing, so initially my issue was I can't handle the cold. Okay, so for me, cold is something that I'm not used to.
Mm.
Uh, like extreme cold, like -1, 0, and all, is beyond my thinking. Like I like seeing all of this. So what do you say? When you go to Manali and all of that, you see all of this weather, snow, and all of that. Looks really nice, but living through it is not that nice.
I think I would take this moment to like share what I have experienced from your journey is that you have taken efforts to actually go out and meet new people, share experiences with them. So you were not that typical international student who would stick to the international students, but you went a step further to make yourself acclimatize to the new environment, and also in terms of your efforts to like build a community in UK from scratch, that has to be like, spoken about, and you have done a great job. So if any of the international students who are coming here, I think there's a lot of learnings that you could take from Jeresh's journey, trying to build a community for yourself, so that you have a mix of both, blend of everything, and you don't miss your past life so much that you always feel like, oh, I want to go home, I want to be with my friends.
Also, dressing up for this so-called Odam program and all of that. Those are the things that we did in college times and all. Like every
Yeah.
time we had a huge bunch of programs and all that. Doing the same that and coming in Windsor and doing that. It was surreal. Yeah, we pulled it off. We could do it. And
When you think about it, you're an international student and you're getting that opportunity to be that student representative of all these people who have come to study that course, represent everyone, talk about it. That opportunity, when you think about it, it's like it's huge.
it is huge because it did give me a lot of confidence as well. Because it did give me, because you're coming into a foreign country, you're studying with people over here. And then when you get the chance of being a student representative, sort of gives you a little pride and sort of gives you a sense of responsibility and all of that. So it did give me that. And also, I did this. I got this the Global Leadership Award program training as
Yeah.
well. I got picked for that, and then I did the leadership program. Um, that was actually good, in terms
Mm.
of they sort of teach the different types of leadership that is, and they try to, inculcate that leadership mindset into you. So that was also good, which is free of charge, just for
Yeah.
all the students that are
I
out
was
there.
gonna ask.
You know, it's just free of charge. All you have to do is, give a good what do you say CV, and just give them a good SOP on why you want to do the leadership program. If they feel your profile is good, and if you have some sort of if they feel that sense of um, what do you say urgency in you, like you really want to do that course, and if you're passionate about it, if they feel that, definitely they take you and they train you about all those leadership types. Like uh, they were really good people. Again, a lot of famous what do you say journalists, famous presidents of a countries who are who are coming and addressing you in that what is a leadership program. Maybe some of them are not live, some of them are recorded, but it's
Mm.
just for these set of people. So
Yeah.
that is also really good. Yeah. So global leadership program is something that I really would inculcate all of the students who are coming in to do.
So thank you for sharing that. And I think it is a very important discussion that we had. Would you recommend people to come to UK and also to do a master's?
So masters, definitely King's College, doing the masters of medical affairs, definitely it's a plus point. I wouldn't say I would regret it at any point of my life, because one thing is, I would say, when you're applying for a course, when you have a Russell Group university or high ranking university, even though if your marks are sort of fluctuating, that degree does definitely keep a value. Say, for example, think 10, 20 years down the line, you are a director of a company, okay, and you want to progress and become a vice president or something like that. This King's education is definitely going to pull yourself to becoming the vice president of the company. I know skills play a major role. I know your knowledge plays a major role. But if you find somebody who's got the same skills and what you say profile as you, now what is that differentiating factor? Is definitely going to be the discipline that you gain from getting studying in a really good college like King's College, because they know if you've gone through that grueling process, there has been some sort of internal change in you. So as a leader, definitely I would say, definitely a company would definitely look into it maybe 20 years down the line. Um, doesn't mean that that is the only way to go forward, but it definitely helps,
Yeah.
because going into good degree, good university means it's high. The responsibility is to a next level. We can go to a normal university and get a degree, which is absolutely nice, which is something that I had in my mind as well when I was when I was planning to go to Ireland. There's nothing wrong in that. If you persevere, if you put in your effort, there's nothing that you can attain. But if there's a chance, if there's an opportunity for you to get into a good university, definitely go for it,
Yeah.
is what I feel. The next thing about the job, like how am I liking it or not? Medical affairs and what I'm doing right now, I've not gone into core scientific stuff. I'm being trained right now to get into scientific stuff. Right now, I'm just getting an overview on how I'm actually trying to understand how medical affairs works within the company, like quality team, what it does, a regulatory team, what it does, and all of that with in respect to medical affairs. So it's for me right now, it's a learning process,
Mhm.
and and the team is really good and they're very supportive and all of that. Um, so Right now, I'm enjoying work. I occasionally travel. I don't travel a lot. We go to a different places across UK. I've not gone beyond UK. I've not gone to Europe and all of that. But there is time. If you make time, you can travel here and there, like Scotland and all of that. Mm. So I would say work-life balance is there. Again, it depends on only on you. Like work is never ending. It's you who says, okay, that's it. For this week, I've done my part. Now it's 2 days. I need some sanity. I need to enjoy. I need to switch off for a moment and take that risk. It's not like, oh, there's work, there's job, there's holidays. I need to go for work. I need to go for the holiday and then think about work. That doesn't work. It's a risk that you should be willing to take, and that's where growth happens, is what I feel.
Yeah, yeah. Since you like touched upon the work life, can you also share about how would you compare your work life when you compare it with what you experienced in India? How is it different?
Right. So work life and in India and then so in India, basically they'll make it's all about muscle power. I mean, you have to do this, you have to do that. You have got your deadlines. Your manager sort of micromanages you. And this can be something that some of them have gone through, some of them may not have gone, some have got really brilliant managers and all of that. But in India, the system is sort of like that. Like, people keep looking at you and, you get that sort of pressure and all of that. Here in UK, what I felt is even though if you're a procrastinator, say for example, if you're a procrastinator, you don't work a lot, you get a sense of responsibility by the way that they're acting towards you. This
Oh,
sense of
yeah.
respect that you get, you will be like, God, they give me so much respect. Now it's my responsibility to do like all the projects and everything is there. Now it's your responsibility to do it diligently. You will, with no effort, and then you will put in the extra time that is required to finish the project. You will not be slacking, saying, okay, that Indian mindset, okay, it's fine, it's just a job. No, you will treat it as like your kid. At some
Yeah,
point of time,
I
you will treat it
there.
as your kid. I mean, you'll be very responsible in what, and you'll be really grateful for the job that you have, and because of the way that your manager or your team is looking at you. Mm, so I would say the work culture is much better here. So if you're just looking at money or things like that, okay, there are some benefits, but I would say it all comes to peace of mind and self-respect as well. So if you get these two things, you will definitely, even if it's something small that you do, the confidence that you get would be amazing, because they applaud you for that, they compliment you for that. Even if something that you did wrong, they won't ridicule you. There's a way of telling that there's a polite way of telling that what you say, they say it very positively and all of that. And it's a very a good thing that, one day when you become a manager or when you become a leader, say for example, you're going back to India, you will be an amazing manager in India, and you will be, and your colleagues and the system can definitely change if there's requires to be a change. So, say for example, you've been trained here as a good employee, and then you go back to India, you can change the system. So, if
Yeah,
10 people go like this, the whole system in India can change. At least in one part of India, like you go to Kerala, or you go to Hyderabad or something, the system can change once you're, used to this sort of grooming here in UK. So that is something that I really like and I'm really grateful for about. Yeah.
sure. Thank you for sharing that. I felt that the experience was truly refreshing when you compare it with what you have experienced in India. And also the recognition that you feel like you truly deserve what you are hearing from your managers, and you feel like you are a part of the company, you have to contribute. So that comes from within. So that is the
Hmm.
beauty of that work-life balance that everybody talks about, what you experience abroad when you compare it with the job market like India. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. So, is there any other advices that you would give to the international students who are planning to make a move to UK?
Advices, I know some helpful tips would be definitely get your CVs proper, like in UK format and all of that, like all the cliche things, and get your accommodation sorted before coming in here. The next thing is try to don't come here with the mindset that, I just need a job, I just need a job. um, Come here with the mindset, okay, first step is this. I need to get educated. I need to get the system. I need to get this UK system inside me. And what do you say? I need to learn a lot. So when you focus on things like developing yourself, focusing on your degree, deeply learning on what you're learning, the other things will definitely follow.
Yeah.
If you keep your focus on a job, you might get a job, but you miss out what you've come here for. You actually don't know the basics that you're supposed to know. And if you feel that you'll try to learn it during the job, it's not going to be an easy way. So get your base strong. You've come here to learn. Get that in your mind. Whatever age you are, learning is a never-ending process. Come here to learn, get your basics right, slowly get into your job, and things will progress from there. If you have the stress mindset of, oh, will I get my what do you say, PSW and all of that? Okay, that is still there in my head. But what is the point of fretting over it? The only way that I can think, tackle that issue is working on my skills, working on my job, making myself better. When you make yourself better, that PSW will come towards you.
Yeah. 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 Thank you.
PSW or the work visa will come
Work
towards you.
visa. Yeah.
Yeah, the work visa will come towards you. So that is the mindset that I keep. So I feel students also, if you keep that sort of mindset, definitely things will work out.
Yeah. Thank you. Very beautifully put together. Thank you so much, Jerry. And if anybody wants to get in touch with you, how can they do that? Are you available on LinkedIn or any other platforms?
Yeah, definitely. Like LinkedIn, you can just search Jereish Varghese and then you can get. And also um, maybe social media like Instagram is also fine. Where I do get queries on Instagram as well. So you can feel free and reach out to me on Instagram as well. So the Instagram handle is Jerry Jerish, and yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I will be
That's
sharing the
about it. Yeah.
links for my viewers in the description box below to check out. And please feel free to connect with Jerry and ask any personal questions or queries that you may have. He's very helpful. And as you can see, he has very kindly shared a lot of insights, his personal experiences, and how he managed to be where he is today. So thank you so much for all your insights, all your experiences, Jerry. And I mean, me along with my viewers, we wish you all the very best and may all your dreams come true and may you have a great success in your stay in the UK. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Raki. Thank you so much for again inviting me and giving me a platform to talk to all of them. And looking forward to being a part of your channel. It's amazing actually,
Thank you.
because when there are students who are coming in and they have some queries and guys like there's a YouTube channel called Spill the Beans, and then you can just go into that. It makes my life much easier, and all the queries that students have before coming in, it's all catered in the podcast. And you've been doing a lot of traveling as well, which is really nice to see. And me myself, my family, my mom is an ardent viewer of your channel, and my aunt, my aunt as well.
Yes.
She's also very an ardent viewer of your channel, and I hope it really flourishes from here.
Oh, thank you.
Sincerely wishing that it gets better. You get more and more viewers, you get more and more subscribers, and you give value to all of those people watching it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's about it.
Means a
Thank you so
lot,
much,
Jerry.
Saki.
Means a
No
lot, Jerry.
problem. Yeah.
Thank you.